Okay, morning guys, day 5, week 5. We made it. Guildford City Fitness live stream. Thank you very much for being with us, as always, live. And we really enjoyed the scores that you put in yesterday. It's not easy. Like, those trunk tests are not meant to be easy because we're trying to find out what your ceiling is. Or more importantly, you're trying to find out what your ceiling is so we can help you raise it and move forward. Make sure your warm-up area is nice and clear. Make sure you put your drink to hand. And we're going to get going with warm-up number 2. So you get card game at the end. I quite like the idea of that because it takes the control away from everyone else. But the cards are going to dictate what we do at the end. So start with squat to hip lift. So as normal, you squat down and then just touch your toes and shove your hips in the air. So down, try to straighten your legs. Make sure your back stays straight.
So, morning from Nancy, Cara, Manon.
Morning girls.
Manon, Robin, Jamie, Charlie, Charlie, Sienna. A very weary morning from Kira.
Oh, poor Kira.
Morning from B.
I'm right with you there, Kira. Don't worry, we're all in the same boat. Angry cat, happy cat, guys. Again, younger ones, I've never seen anyone cat EA and below struggle with doing a good angry cat, happy cat. You get to a certain age where you start to lose it around here. So just remember that one day when it starts to feel, just remember my words. If you do feel that, sit back a teeny tiny bit, mainly parents as well. So if your hips are above your knees, but you do that, and sit back a bit, you might feel more stretch there. So 6 of those into reverse lunge and rotate.
Morning from B, Hannah and Morgan.
Good morning, people. Right, through myself there, Morgan's a guy, so I can't use the same greeting. I'm going to vary it up a bit. So reverse lunge, rotate over your lead knee, leading with your chest. Okay, same again. Try to go a little bit further. Yeah, I'm using this to like steer that bone, because if you do this with your elbows, you get to like here, your body will stop and your arms carry on when you think you're doing a good job. Ugh. Plus it's passive. So then switch sides.
Morning from Scarlett, morning from Lily Johnson.
Go to Scarlett and Lily. So if you use your arms, you can get more range. But again, you're pulling for it. You're not unlocking it gradually as your body starts to wake up. So here, your core has to pull you, and then your upper body has to relax. That's the point. Reverse lunge is done. Now we are on to a streamline hinge. So RDL, hands over your head, and then hinge forwards, so hips backwards. And then you go as low as you can, but keep your hands and elbows behind your ear. So we don't want to do this. Great job, really easy. And then start to see them up overhead, locked in position, paired with a good hamstring stretch. So get through 6 of those, and then floor or wall slides. I always tell you, prefer the wall slides. They're much more challenging. They do a lot more for you. But you know, next time when I move house, I'll check the doors specifically for you lot. Hopefully we won't need to do the warm-ups every day because we'll have some water.
Morning from Danny and Sophia, Scarlett and Michael, and from Ella.
A very, very good morning to you guys. And I hope you're not feeling too beat up after yesterday, although it would be of your own making, wouldn't it now? It's definitely easier than before.
Do you mind just quickly telling me what the suits are going to be whilst you're doing that?
You pick. Dealer's choice. It's always squat, toe touch,
Lovely.
star jump, and dead bug.
Thank you.
Shoulder rolls. So it's almost card game time, guys. See how many planks we get today. So don't forget thumbs down in towards your body as you go overhead. Turn them out when you are overhead, and then go as far back as you can. So you can go half kneeling position. You're just going to make sure that's tight and your hips are squeezing. Change my mind, don't do that, because your hand, it gets in the way of your arm. So here.
Squats, toe touch, dead
3,
bug.
back the other way. So you keep your hands in the same position, thumbs out. Turn them in. So basically you're warming all the muscles up equally because you're turning that bone out. Hold on. Yep. Ta-da. Done. Quick drink.
Squats, toe touch, dead bug. What was the last one?
Star jump.
Star jump, thank you.
Should copy and paste onto the notes.
I can't do it back onto a live stream.
Oh, goody.
Warning from Harry.
That'll just about do it. Did I say it? Warm up here really clear. Don't kick anything or break anyone. Or vice versa. Make sure your drink is ready to hand. Card game. We'll call them out just to call it exercises so no one's caught off guard. 2 1-minute rounds. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Okay, so 2 dead bugs.
Okay, back up.
5 star jumps. 7 star jumps.
Using my arms there a lot.
2 squats.
Yep.
5 dead bugs.
So I'm going to go alternate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a double. 1 more, depending on how high it is.
Or 1 squat.
1 squat. Relax. Round 1 done. It's much easier than yesterday's. Very quick 10-second break.
Morning from Pruness,
2,
morning from Zach.
1, go. Come on, boys.
8 toe touches.
You guys are going to go streamline over your head. I'm just making sure I don't lift my t-shirt up. I need longer ones.
6 squats.
I'm not even finished these yet.
I know, I'm just preemptively.
Was it 6?
Yeah.
4, 1, and 6. Right, halfway through.
6 dead bugs.
6. Nice even number. Time for 1 or 2 more.
1 star jump. 2 toe touches.
Quick, 1 more.
And 3 squats.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Done. Good
No
even numbers
jokers, guys.
there. I'm in.
We'll get him next time.
Okay. So obviously it's Friday. We're doing static core strength to start the day. So you've got straight arm plank. Make sure your feet are anchored. Find it a lot easier, especially if I'm trying to talk as well. If you've got something stable for your feet, you won't slip. You can concentrate on the pushing down bit. And then we swap into press up plank march. Same thing actually. If you anchor your feet, lift your feet, anchor them so that you don't slip backwards, and push down with your arms. So you're all getting really good at these wall holds and frog stands. If you're doing a press up plank march, drive your hands. All this switches on, becomes easier. And shoulder tap. So then opposite of press up plank march, which is kind of the point. Shoulder tap here. No rocking. Quick chance for a drink before we get going. Just have to 10 past. We're gonna get going after I've had this sip of coffee. And there's one off screen as well. 3, 2, 1, go. Not even on the line. Okay, let's do it. Straight on plank. There's 20 seconds on 1. Can you see my arm?
Yeah.
Good. 2, 1, stop there. Doesn't work that way. I'm gonna have to go without support. So again, make sure your shoulder's down, wrist is directly under your shoulder. Instead of hanging out, push. It's like you're finishing a push-up. 2, 1, relax. Then you push up plank, march. So, cushion ready. And a lot of pushing down with your arms. In 2, 1, go. So just try and keep an even tempo if you're marching. The lower you keep your hips, the harder it will be. So if you start to go up into this, you start to lose that streamlined position from ankle to shoulder. And the longer you hold your foot off the ground, again, the harder these muscles have to work below your belly button to keep your hips moving. 2, 1, stop. And then shoulder tap to finish off the round. So I'm going to keep my cushion anyway, but again, if I do it facing the camera, you'll see what to try and avoid with your hips. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So back into your press up plank. Angry react. If you see something that you shouldn't, and of course it's that you shouldn't be rocking your hips. So to make it easier, feet go a bit wider, hands come narrower. You're making like a triangle with your feet and your hands. So into there. You don't want to go too wide. That's a bit too much probably, I'd say. Hip width. So you think about where you stand normally, or shoulder width. So heels under shoulder, into about there. 2, 1, relax. The tapping makes it more dynamic, which makes it harder. 30-second break. So in the next round, we might just try and do it as a hold and build it up. Because I know we've been making some pretty good progress with those like hold it and stops. So we'll keep it going. In, back into straight arm plank. We're going to go in 2, 1, go. So again, if your elbow, so my elbow's vibrating a little bit, if it gets any worse, you stop, go to forearm plank, without skipping a beat. So you're not cheating, you're adapting based on your body's needs and capability. Stop. So I'm going to go, that was all on one side. I'm going to switch over for the next one. You guys keep doing half and half. Press a plank march in 2, 1, go. So again, if I show you the easier one, if you anchor your feet too, so I'm pushing my hands down. If you anchor your feet as well, again, it's a nice stable surface. So the heels are on. When you take a foot away, it's like when you're doing the wall walks. You've got 2 points of contact. It becomes much easier to create tension. So you're going to keep going with that for 15 more seconds. And if you kick up too high, there's someone else in the room, just get them to hold their hand at the level of your hip. And then relax. And finish the arm with shoulder tap. Little break. Like I said, I'm going to try and make it easier by doing it as just a hold. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Instead of shoulder tap, you're going to go single arm press up plank march. Here. 2, 1. Press up plank march. 3, 2, 1. Relax. And from the front.
Gareth Matthew says, morning, Jordan.
Hope you're doing well today, Gareth. So, hand away, relax, hand away. And the easiest way to get control, again, drive down. So one hand's on the floor, push it in, try and squeeze the cushion, put your hand through the floor. 2, 1, relax. Round 2 in the books, one more round and then we move on to part 2. Okay, a little bit longer than the rest. Now we're back into straight on plank. In 3, 2, 1, go. So 20 on one, 20 on the other. What I'm going to do all this side. Should make my own mind up. You've all broken me from yesterday. And it feels like a Friday, doesn't it?
Got that Friday feeling.
Yep. Again, if you want to make this easier or more bearable, split your feet more. So the more you end up in that kind of position, you're still getting a lot of good shoulder stability work done. To keep your hips level, if you spread your top foot too far back, you'll twist. So bring it in a bit longer. And 3, 2, 1, relax. So you guys just switch halfway. That's them done. Now press up plank march, your shoulders have to finish. Press up plank march. 2, 1, go. So again, you could do 10 seconds of marching. Once that's done, just do 10 seconds of holding. So your trunk is still working really hard to hold that position. Then go back into marching again. Two, 1, hold. That holding position starts to become a bit like a rest, but actually you're still working very hard. Young ones stop, older ones in 3, 2, 1, leave that there. Last little bit before we go into shoulder taps to finish the round. 9 seconds rest. And 3, 2, 1, go. The same thing, if you hold that narrow hand press up plank, try and do a couple of taps. Take another break if you feel your hips start to change position. Say that you get 10 more seconds left. Make sure you change direction. Restart and then relax. So you always find that you start left hand, it's good just to sometimes start with your right hand and your left. So you're perturbing it a little bit, you're changing it up so you don't get too comfortable with any one position. Part 1 done. Static strength covered, really great job. Slightly longer rest. And then lower body strength conditioning. So you've got wall sit. So this is everyone's favourite way to finish the week. You are going to need some books or a chair to do your roof elevated squats. So I'm going to steal, can't both go to the kitchen. I'm going to go with this table. Demi's going to have to put her tea on the floor.
Demoting my tea.
Huh?
You're demoting my tea.
The floor, at least it's closer to you.
That's true.
So it's probably going to be too hard for you guys. Maximum knee height. So wall sit, back against the wall, hips in line with knee. Then 45 seconds of split squat. So 20 on one side. Here. Foot flat, up and down, and then we go split squat jump. So again, you can either go alternating one into the other, you can go one leg into the middle and switch, or the middle ground is probably 20 seconds on one and then swap over. But the ultimate outcome here is that you've done a lot of higher repetitions, slow and control. This bit's all about speed. So you're tired and you're trying to go on a dime. Imagine that start signal in your head, and take your marks, go, and you want to get off the blocks really quick. It's a really important part of getting the most out of the jumping bits, make you more explosive. So last chance for a drink, we'll get going. In 3, 2, 1, go. You still seem okay with the table there?
Yeah.
Just about?
Yeah.
Or if I cheat, can you see?
Yeah.
Good. It's the main thing. This is where you guys can call me out. Oh, we're just not cheat. Socks are slipping. Must be a thing, like bright shiny socks have better grip.
They give you superpowers.
Don't know about that. And the beard gives me the superpowers.
Oh.
Socks are just for show. and grip apparently.
So if I shave your beard off, then you'll be weak. Yeah.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, and then stop. So, do ankle support for your feet. 20 seconds on one, 20 seconds on the other foot. Just make sure you are controlling your tempo so you get the most out of it. So 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. So you'll start to see what happens if the table's too high. You can't get all the way to the ground. Might be a bit uncomfortable on your hip. This is fine for me. But you want to go up slow and down slow. Switch sides. So if you imagine, like, start, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2. You're only going to do 4 on each side. If I wrote on the program 4 on each side, everyone would think it was amazing. And relax into your split squat jumps. A little bit longer. And then get ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. So if you're alternating, it's still load, explode. If you're single legging, it's still load it, explode. The switch. Switch again. Someone else is in the room. Take your marks. Go. Hard as you can. And then control that landing. So, down here, knee on the ground. And then stick it. Time for one more. Relax. 30 seconds off. Back into wall sit. So again, very important to control your core. So if you are alternating, a narrow stance, I think it makes it easier to push and then control your landing. So from here, it's only really worth it if you can stick that bit. That's your mark. If you can go from 1, big jump, and land with steady legs, I'd go with that. Hot dog. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Wall sit.
Yeah, I was getting distracted by the cute puppy outside.
I wish we'd have one in the rented house.
It's alright, we're getting a hamster. That's a substitute for a puppy, isn't it?
Close enough. It'll have to be. Okay, so 20 seconds in, halfway. If you start to really struggle, guys, feet forward a little bit more. So you're not relaxing or resting. As you change, you might feel the burn more around your knee. With 10 seconds left, the main thing is you spent 45 seconds in a static hold. 3, 2, 1, relax.
Do any of you guys have hamsters or rodenty friends, and what's their names? Give us some inspiration.
Yeah, I've got ideas. Obviously it's not just up me, is it? So, switch sides, split squat, 2, 1, go. So 2 down, looks the same if you haven't got a table, a bit more range, and then switch sides.
Cara says, I have a dwarf hamster called Pom Pom. Oh, that's cute.
That's such a perfect name for a dwarf hamster.
See, I used to have a Rottweiler called Popcorn, and when we took her to the vet would expect a tiny little like Pomeranian or something, and then they come out and be a massive Rottweiler.
Okay, that's done. Split squats.
Grace has a tortoise called Tuna.
Tuna the tortoise. 2, 1, go. So, take your marks, load and explode. Control landing. Use your arms as well. Get you a lot of height. So, control, down. That's probably one of the secrets to my jumps. Coordination. So, arms up, squat down. Think about your feet positioning. If you're doing them like this, it's a lot harder to push because your feet are far apart. That's why they make the block so small with the wedge. So if you go from this position, it's far easier. Just absorb that landing, relax. So if you want to try that, all you do is put your toes like this, spread your feet, take a knee. Feel like my heel and knee are in line, and just have a feel. Do you feel a bit bouncier? Last little chance for a break. And round 3, wall sit. End of the week. 2, 1, go. So big deep breaths here, guys. You're going to start getting a very big burning feeling between your knee and your hip. The more breath you get in, the better you get at clearing that burning feeling.
The Matthews family have a dog called Oreo. That is a cool name.
If that dog's black and white as well, that's too much.
Yeah.
Just less than 10 seconds, guys. Control your breathing. 2, 1, relax. And then into your split squats. Breaking your laptops. You could move it. I'd recommend moving it. I mean stubborn. 2, 1, go. Luckily, stubbornness isn't one of the Guildford values.
Yeah.
The commitment is, and sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
Lily has a cat named Scarlet. That's cool.
That's another great name for a cat.
Jordan's daughter's got a guinea pig called Luna, which I just think is amazing.
Lulu.
Lulu.
There was a Luna. Someone had a Luna last night.
Yeah.
Switch sides. Foot switch. I was thinking about the cat. I have floor with a cat. Daughter's also got one called Cheshire.
Yeah, Cheshire cat.
Stop. This is it, guys. Big finish. Split squats. Maximum height. High as you can. 2, 1, go.
Grace has great names for her animals. We also, as a family, have 3 chickens called KFC, Nando's, and Turkey. That's
cool,
so cool.
That is very...
It's like torturing them with what could have been.
Yeah, if they could talk, you had to explain why they were called that.
has 4 chicken. No. So we've got 4 chickens called Bobo, Beauty, Beth, and Bee. That's cool. Charlie has a cat called Boris, Becca.
5 seconds. 2.
We have 3 cats: Freddie, Tiggy, and Willis. I'm
done. Really great job, guys.
And really cool animal names.
Very cool animal names. Let me think. So, that last exercise, explosive effort. You think about the quicker, when you're tired, your brain has to get, every time you want to move, your brain has to make a decision. When you're tired, it takes longer for those decisions to make it to the muscles that need to make the movement. When you do things, when you practice trying to be quick when you're tired, you start to develop speed endurance or explosive power endurance. So if you start to feel you've got a really good couple of jumps at the beginning and then you start to lose it, regroup. You might get less of them done, but it's better if you start doing 5 jumps in 45 seconds and then build up to 8 by the end of the round, because you're actually training the thing that we need you to train. So a lot of hard work this week. Really, really well done.
Sienna says her legs are killing.
Oh, I can imagine, Sienna. You're all absolute rock stars. Even though like it's just me on the side of the camera, I know everyone behind it is crushing it.
Scarlett has a cat named Bubbles, and Pranas has a cat named Corker.
Corker, that's what we call him as well. Right, cool down time. I didn't get the foam roller. But if you are foam rolling, so again this, with all that lower body work, you might find that you're a bit tighter, a bit more locked up than usual, but that's part of the point of a cool down. This is more of a pre cool down for me, because you check and see how you feel after the session.
Lily also has a dog named Nelly and 2 other cats called Sydney and Nermal. That's cool.
That's a really cool name. Is that one you've been watching? Someone online's got a like. They're all named after chemicals.
Yes.
So there's that nitro the hamster.
Yeah. Potassium. Yeah.
Hamstring.
My chocolate Labrador that I had was called Coco.
Block stretch. It's the best one.
And my cat's called Chloe, that my mum looks after now. Thank you both from Manon.
Okay, welcome on. Have a great weekend. Don't shoot off just yet unless you've got school. So we can go through all the cool down and the challenges for the weekend. Oh, flat back, switch sides. What ant?
An ant?
Yeah. Wish you not sweat on it. So.
Maybe we should name the ant.
Adam.
Anthony.
Oh, on a laptop. Don't sweat on electronic devices. So yeah, toes and heels in line, hips back, take your marks. I do quotations because that's just, it's a mental cue. Goes back to some of Ellen's talks around imagery and rehearsal, mental rehearsal.
Antonio. Sorry, I'll stop thinking of ant names.
Yeah, I'm trying to cool these kids down so they don't get hurt. Yeah, so nice straight leg and a straight back, because we know it's going to lead towards you having a more stable, a more well put together block position.
We have a 17-year-old cat named Spike, surprisingly loud snorer. Yeah, my chocolate Labrador would snore.
Pigeon.
And then make herself jump from her own snoring. Thanks guys, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for the ongoing daily motivation. That's from the Matthews family. Thank you so much for a whole week from Eleanor.
You're welcome guys. Have a good one. And again, the motivation, we have the motivation to give you the motivation because you're joining in with us. So thank you very much. Switch. Yeah, I should probably put more like quizzes into these things. Flat back and breathing. So ankle down, knee on the floor if you can. If not, so when you start off doing this, that might feel like a stretch. You don't even need to have your hands down. That alone, if you've got a table, I can feel that now. But if you get lower, you could even use the table
We used to have another chicken called Jonathan. My brother named him. Jonathan is his least favourite teacher's name, so whenever he thinks of his teacher, he thinks of a chicken. That is a very good way of coping with least favourite teachers.
Or just make you like, well, if you laugh in the class, it'll make it tell you off.
Yeah.
Hips done, lats, peekaboo stretch. Haven't done it much this week. Oh, because I'm just trying to find alternatives. I don't want you guys learning habits of stretching that you like in this environment. You go on poolside and can't use a wall and worry. So it can be done with a wall. Just easier with what it can be done without with a wall without a block. Can you see me okay if I just move the life line?
No. Thank you both so much from Grace. Thank you for a great weekend from Johnson's. When I was 3, I had 2 fish which I called carrot and porridge.
Porridge. Oh.
That's
from. Well, porridge seems to be a great pet name as well.
Yeah, that's.
Switch. I'm going to quiz you all next week or in the comments. What are the 3 things you can do in a lat stretch to make it harder? So we can come up with comment now if you want, but next week.
Yeah.
I'll come up with some things. It's not like it's going to involve me exercising, isn't it? It's all that ever comes back to.
Oh yeah.
I think Jordan should do a 10-minute plank for every question I get right. Like,
if we have 3 people that remember, like 1 comment from each one, all 3 get to pick for that week an exercise that you have to incorporate.
not the whole week.
No. As in, you do 1 exercise every other day.
I think
I'm trying to be nice to you here.
I think we should go for like the group approach. If we get 3 answers and you get them right, I'll do 1 thing.
Okay.
So if I put
or 1 second.
3 questions in, it's going to be 1 thing, and that'll be that.
Oh. Thanks, Jordan, for an amazing session. See you on Monday. Thanks from Robin, from Manon.
Don't try that. Ugh. Stop there.
Thank you, Jordan, from Harry. Thank you from Sienna. Thank you from Katie.
I really do hope you guys have an amazing weekend. We've still got school to go to. I've got programs to write, sessions to organise for you lot to do next week. Hopefully you'll get a kick out of them, like you have been doing. Again, feedback always welcome. It's got a bit quiet, which I'm taking. No news is always good news. But if you have ideas, especially around again niggles and injuries, if people are picking them up, just like message me. I'm not a physiotherapist, but I can help you change the programs around it. So we can try and get you. You shouldn't ever be in pain during these sessions. It's hard and it's challenging. But especially for you younger ones, there's a difference between something kind of hurting a little bit because it's working hard and then being in pain.
Like an ache as opposed to sharp pains.
Yeah, it's an ache. Like all great athletes have got some sort of ache all the time. Like you're never going to be without something because you're always training. But for this, like pain, if you can't walk, you've got to rest it. You find another way around. So just let us know. All challenges. Have got the phone. Need the laptop. Today's the athleticism one. So even the older ones are getting involved in this now. So you guys led the charge and did a really good job with it, so thank you. 30 minutes dedicated to learning how to handstand or headstand, handstand or walking handstand. So that 30 minutes includes, as always, like the warm-up, the cool-down, watching videos, talking about it, trying to find little positions, trying to do little static holds. It's not 30 minutes of you on a headstand. And you're just going to count your reps or how long you can manage it for in total. So if you do 3 3-second handstands, that's good enough for me. That counts. Even if you're doing wall walks, that's part of it. So if you're doing the frog, like we do during the week, that's 45 seconds of practice right there. So frog stand, handstand, pike push-ups, Hindu push-ups. You can do them as little skill top-ups. So if you just do 1 pike push-up, like that's still, you're still developing that overhead pushing strength, which helps you with those things. All counts. Don't worry too much about it. I think I'll make my point clear there. And then that's commitment. So hashtag commitment for today's one. Saturday's support challenge. In order, 60 pull-ups or rows, 60 push-ups, 60 squats, and 1 mile run, and then it's 40 for Canty A and below. Time the whole thing, but if you can split each element, be my guest. Some people in the older groups were finding it took them 15 minutes just to do the pull-ups and rows, and they had to do 100 of them. So it just helps you figure out what's your limiter. You know, if you find out you're doing half the time on your push-ups, something to just keep an eye on. And then on Sunday, you've got the values challenge. It's another trunk endurance. Deliberately need you to go left plank into right plank, or right into left, as long as you do your side planks before your forearm. Some of the scores we were getting through reflected that. So if you were doing forearm first, a lot of you guys, I remember I had a session in Canada last year where I thought it'd be fun to do a plank challenge, and it ended up being about 12 minutes with some of those kids. You know who you are. If you do the side planks, it fatigues you a bit more. So if you imagine, if your side muscles start to fatigue, it's going to affect everything that happens here anyway. So it just gives us a bit more useful information. Left, right, then forearm. And that'll do. So you've had enough of me this week. I'll leave you to your weekends and your school.
So I'll just read out the last few thank yous. So we've got from Robin and Jamie, from Cara, from Danny and Sophia, and from Pranas, from Luke. Yep, Danny, Sophia again.
Thanks for, again, the feedback, guys. Like, the feedback and the comments of what bring this thing to life, really. Like, it's at most it's 50% me and 50% you. So again, it's really great to be part of this community now. So stay with us, keep it all coming in, and I wish you the best of health. And again, everyone at Guildford, we want to say thank you to you, and thanks for watching.